is a really laid back, he's living in the now, he's constantly drunk, he's a failing high school student. In the beginning of the film, his girlfriend breaks up with him, and for a rebound, he asks Amy out, played by Shailene Woodley. He doesn't really want a relationship with her, but of course she ends up falling for him, and then he falls for her. But in a good way, it's not cliche. The writers who also wrote 500 Days of Summer, they made it so it didn't have that cliche element of bad boy meets good girl, they fall in love, happy ending. It didn't have that. This is not your typical love story. Miles Teller and Shailene Woodley have amazing chemistry, and when I was watching it, it just seemed like they weren't even acting. There was range, there was emotion, there was all of this tension and inner conflict, and it was perfect. James Ponsol's direction takes you through the eyes of a small town and really gets down to the basics and with simplicity. And sometimes he'll do a really long shot when they're having a conversation, and it just allows the actors to be natural and do whatever comes to them in that moment, and it follows it. Sometimes the focus was a little blurry, which really nagged me as a filmmaker, but it showed that since Sutter was constantly drunk, it showed his blurred vision and his sometimes unstable view of his reality. The characters are not perfect, and they don't try to be, and that's what makes it so great. It makes it really down to earth and grounded, in a sense that it's not the whole Hollywood thing where they have to come full circle and have this perfect ending and everything's resolved. That's not realistic. And this film gets down to that core where it is more realistic. It is awkward and raw, like high school is. Their relationship really takes you on an emotional roller coaster, and even though you want to hate the characters at some times, you are rooting for them. You want them to succeed. You feel really uneasy when you watch it, but you leave the theater and it resonates with you. Go and see it when it comes out. The Spectacular Now is truly spectacular.
You see me struggle to stand.